Yo, what they do, what it is, this is Orion, aka Brass Balls, here for another deep dive tape stash. Before we even get into it, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel Orion Hip Hop, where you can like, share, repost, do your good boy Orion a favor and drop a fucking comment for me, please. Let's get into this shit right here. Now listen up, get your preserver. We about to take it further, way deep with this Firm, the album. This shit was anticipated as hell in 1997. When it finally dropped in October, it made some noise, but unfortunately a lot of people wasn't feeling it either and got heavy fucking criticized for it. But this tape that I'm showing y'all right now is not my tape. It's not from my personal stash. It's from my homie who's here in the studio with me. He goes by the name of Jay, aka One Take Extraordinaire Producer. What they do, homie?
Peace. Thank you for having me.
That's what it is. Hey, bro, this one out of your collection of tapes, because you had a few tapes in your studio when I was there.
Yes, sir.
This one stuck out because, of course, the Firm were big Nas fans, but the box itself is a cigarette box packaging to it. I thought that shit was dope, bro.
Yeah, bro. It was a unique marketing tool for the album. When I bought it Virgin Records in Manhattan, where I buy a lot of my tapes from. It was very hard to get that album. I remember in New York at one point because of the packaging. I was able to get my hands on it. It could be used for a lot of things. But yeah, just definitely a gem.
Shout out to my dog Shotty. He just dropped an album, Non-Pulp Fiction, and he did the same kind of packaging for his tapes, man. So shout out to the brother. That album is sick as hell. Go peep that. Yo, remember the Source magazine had a front cover of the Firm on it, and that was like the first time that it hit me, like, oh shit, man, Cormega's not a part of this. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I even got that poster still that came in that magazine. Unfortunately, I don't got that Source magazine anymore. But were you, as a Nas fan, I know we've talked about Illmatic and It Was Written. I know you got mad love for both of them albums, but how'd you feel about that, like Cormega not being on this Firm album?
I mean, he was an original because of Clue tapes. You know, there was a lot of that whole Firm thing was Cormega on a lot of these Clue freestyles. Ron G, you know, they would make their rounds, so he was an integral part of the Firm crew. I guess whatever it is falling out. I remember there was criticism at that time. You know, they were letting Nas have it, especially with his, like, you know, his delivery and things. It was different. It was
I remember, different. Because it was that Trackmaster sound that really made Nas compete with Ready to Die on the production standard that they were dropping and stuff. And then, like, with this album, I feel Nature unfortunately got that bad end of the stick, dealing with that whole Cormega drama that was brewing. And it's like the 90s, bro. Like in the 90s, we didn't want to see our groups like in turmoil, you feel me? Like Wu-Tang, Mobb Deep, everybody, like, so for the Firm to like be coming out and there's already like this like bad juju in the air, if you will. Aside from all that shit, man, this album to me is still fire.
Yeah,
I think it's got standout joints. I think people like give it too much dissing and not enough praising, and I think it's partially maybe because Dre dropped that on the Firm flop. Forgot about Dre shit.
Oh, Jay-Z was a shot at Nas.
Oh, and that too.
That was
and that too. Yeah.
So, they had bangers on there. I mean, you had the joint with Cannabis, who was hot at the time.
Desperados joint.
Desperados joint. The Executive's Decision joint.
Yep.
The Phone Tab joint.
Firm Fiasco. The way the album opens up, the first track, Firm Fiasco, I think is a fucking fire joint.
Desperados. I mean, what else?
The fucking Throw Your Guns, which is like a $500,000 introduction.
Nature Shine and a lot of things. And then there was a lot of unreleased joints that end up coming later that were dope too. So I mean, for whatever reason, those joints never made it.
The joints that should have been on this album. They got that one joint that you showed me back in the day, because you had it off of LimeWire. Yeah, LimeWire.
There was, I can't recall it, but there was a lot of joints.
Yeah, the one you showed me was
Triple Threat with Nori was a one unreleased. I think that came out like on a white label.
Everyday Thing.
Everyday Thing. There was a lot of Nas and
yeah.
What was cool about Nature being in the crew was there was they had a good cohesive, styles were dope together, similar to Nas and AZ. And Nas and Nature, they were dope. They were really dope together, and you see, they were. Nature always had fire verses, so they really complemented each other well, and they really would. Those mixtape verses were really dope. If you really dig deep into, the whole of YouTube, and you can find these joints. They're all over the place.
What was another fresh one that didn't come out was Time. It's AZ, Nas, Nature.
There's so much.
And
lot.
Dr. Dre produced it.
Shout out to my man J Love. There's a lot. There's a famous mixtape in New York that J Love would put out with all the artists, but he's more known for the Mob Misses mixtapes, as well as a lot of the Nas joints. He would put all the unreleased stuff with Large Pro early in the beginning and to his whole career. He has a number of volumes of Nas, and there's a lot of those unreleased joints that are on those volumes. So shout out to my man J Love for putting that out there. You can find all his stuff.
You know what I didn't know? That Foxy Brown has a brother that raps, and he's on this album. So you got one of the weaker songs on the album is a song called Firm All Stars, and her brother. Where the album failed is where they did try to get jiggy with it.
Yeah, a little too jiggy, but
Firm Biz was very.
That was not good. But
basically, almost any song on this album that starts with the group name is not good. Like Firm Biz, Firm All Stars, Firm Fiasco.
They had some skips on here, but for the most part, the fire joints, they had standout joints on here. And hearing back at it, and a lot of the criticism that Nas was having at the time, I think it was unwarranted, because you listen back on it and listen to his joints. They're fire, especially with his verses and his patterns and flows and stuff. They're really dope, ahead of his time, actually.
Another critique on this album: Nas only has like 5 verses, AZ has 6, Foxy Brown has 5. Like, you didn't, you know what I mean? You should have gotten more Nas, more. AZ kind of was all over it for the most part. But he didn't really drop that many more verses. It's just
Who
6
knows?
verses.
I mean, it's a lot. It's tough when you have so many artists, and you're on the West Coast and getting all these people together, and so that's why maybe it wasn't as cohesive as Dre probably would have wanted. But he got some bangers on there, And then they did a good job with the marketing as far as the way the tape looked and stuff like that. So it went gold, I think. So it wasn't a total failure,
Yeah, and I think Dre has come out recently saying that he regrets saying that it was a flop on Forgot About Dre. 50 came up in this era with the Firm, and was definitely in studios with them and everything. And so I wonder how much that played a part in 50 Cent and Dre eventually working together in the future.
Maybe. Who knows?
I think they've talked about it, but not like, I don't think they give it enough light. I don't know. It's like a dark time in Dre.
I think
lore,
is there something on the CD that they did something too, where there was like some type of, that came out later. I don't know. I gotta check on that. Because I know the Wu-Tang CD had some shit where you put it on the CD, the computer, and it's, remember?
Oh, enhanced CD.
Enhanced.
Was it an enhanced CD?
Yeah, we had to check up on this. Firm. That was,
really? It was?
Mm-hmm.
For a while, everybody was doing enhanced CDs, bro.
It was like you put it on, and it was like a CD, like some shit that they bring. And so Mobb Deep 2 had an enhanced CD.
Well, Hell on Earth.
Hell on Earth
was, and that's how you got the Tupac. Yeah. The Tupac diss song was on the enhanced CD. Yeah. And bro, as a JIT, I was just like, but how do I get it out of here? Yeah. I need to hear this elsewhere.
Yeah. There was some enhanced CDs at that time.
All right, so what y'all want to know? Y'all want to know about values? Let me tell you about the values of this album right here. You can get this off of Discogs in mint condition for $120. It's got to be in mint condition. This is the part of the show where this becomes like priceless antiques. Got a gem. There's something you got to keep in the stash.
Oh yeah.
You know.
I got some shit. Some shit.
And we're gonna get into more tapes from my friend One Take because he does have some gems. I just felt bad like taking them. And then what if I don't return it, you know? Like those library tapes that I'm wanted for in Broward County. Yo, what are your IG handles for the people that are listening right now so that they can peep you online and anything you want to promote right now?
Hit me on One Take Brooklyn, ONETAKEBKLYN. Check me out, Blood from a Stone, Starving B, my brother. Got a couple projects out there you can look us up. Also, my man Orion, Domestic Animal Tags on vinyl. Hit us up, easy to find. Buy that shit.
Appreciate y'all. Peace.